Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you the perfect gaming computer for Africa. This is just $225, which might not seem like a lot, but in this part of the world that really goes a long way. This PC is ideal for somebody who's just getting started with PC gaming, or somebody who was on a Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, or even PlayStation 2, guys. This is Africa, and yeah, you don't know. I've got people playing even PlayStation 1, or somebody on a 486 platform, 775, who just wants to get a computer that's capable and plays all the latest games. This PC can be used for video editing. Even this video 4K has been edited on this particular PC. For gaming, for 3D animation and rendering like light workloads. All this package comes up to about $225. But you know, I'm in Zimbabwe and the prices will vary all around Africa and the world, and you're part of the world. So, you know, it's exchange rates, availability, and in the middle of the pandemic. Right now we're on lockdown, so yeah, prices will vary, but I wouldn't expect them to be too far off. So yeah, let's check it out. I'm feeling excited. Let me know what you think of the hardware in the comments below and subscribe to support our channel. All this goodness is just for the price of about $225. Gonna give you a rundown in the description below. So let's take a look at some of the parts we're gonna be using for this build. Okay, start with the processor. This is the Core i3 4170 3.7 GHz Haswell. The stock Intel cooler looking nice. The Asus H81MK H81 chipset 4th generation Intel motherboard looking nice. 4 SATA ports, 2 of them 6 gigabit for your SSD. No M2, but that doesn't matter. This is a budget oriented build. Got a little nice IO over there. For RAM, we're going 8 gigs of RAM, A data, 1600 megahertz, 2x4 gigabyte sticks for that dual channel sweetness. The hard drive, good old reliable Seagate hard drive, 500 gigabyte. Some SATA cables for the build. Yeah, I know this is an Asus DVD-ROM. It's gonna be useful for installing Windows and maybe for some older titles. The star of the show. This is the Gigabyte 1050 OC Windforce 2 gigabyte dual fan design. Let's look at the box. Yeah, looking nice there. Okay, for the power supply, going with this is a generic power supply, 450 watts. No 6-pin. And the casing, it's your generic casing with an Acer stick over there. This is a Yama casing, super cheap and reliable. Okay, let's take a bit more of a detailed look. The i3 4170, bit old, but it's Haswell, gets the job done. 3.7 gigahertz, 3 megabyte cache, 54 watts, which is really important because we're gonna be using the stock Intel cooler, aluminum, super cheap, comes with a processor. It'll be enough to handle the heat, and you know, okay, it's gonna be fine, I guess. I know a lot of you are gonna be complaining like this is a cheapo, but yeah, this one will get the job done, and the CPU will be super cheap. For the motherboard, we're using the H81, the Asus, pretty reliable. This is a motherboard that offers a good balance between price, reliability. It's got that dual BIOS, 2 slots of RAM, 4 SATA ports, 2 of them 6 gigabit for your SSD. The IO got USB 3.0, DVI, HDMI. You know, PS2 if you want to go old school. This is reliable and offers good performance, reliability. For the hard drive, it's the Seagate 500 gig, nothing special. This is a 7200 RPM SATA 3 6 gigabit hard drive, you know, standard spinner. Get all your storage. Then for the graphics card, GTX 1050. This is the star of the show. It's 2 gigabyte DDR5. It's got DVI, HDMI, and DisplayPort. Dual fan design for the cooling. No 6-pin power. It's under 65 watts, which means it goes nicely with our power supply. Generic power supply. This one could be your Yama, your Microtech, you know, standard generic power supply. It's got no 6-pin adapter. 450 watts. It'll be ideal for our graphics card. So our graphics card doesn't feature, you know, 6-pin power adapter. Should be running nicely together. The casing isn't anything too fancy, but it looks good. It's got plenty of room for our graphics card, a hard drive, and everything else, even the DVD writer. Alright guys, so let's get to building the PC and see how it runs. Before we assemble everything, we're just gonna put it together and test it before we put it in a build. Alright, so I'm gonna put it on a box over here. Our motherboard, processor. This isn't a full build guide on how to build a computer, but it's gonna be a quick run on putting it together. Our fan. I like to put the fan. Alright, make sure it reaches there. Just gonna make sure it works. So we're not putting thermal paste yet. Gonna put our RAM. But always make sure to have, you know, discharge the static first before you're building the PC or handling any of the parts. So there are for the RAM. So next we're gonna put the power supply. Nice 4-pin power over there. A graphics card. Make sure it's firmly put in place. The SATA cables. One SATA cable for our hard drive. Put it on number 1 over there. The actual hard drive. Oops. I'm gonna make sure we put the power over there. And yeah, our build is almost complete, as you can see. Okay, now we're gonna switch it on and see everything runs. Make sure there are no cables in the way. I'm gonna short it out with a screwdriver and turn it on. Okay, power supply is now on. Safety, switch it on. There it is, running, super silent. Okay, let's take a closer look. Fans are running. Oh yeah, and there we go. Computer is on. Already going into system, Asus. Alright, so let's boot it up and hook it all together and see how good it runs. Now that we've got everything up and running, some, you know, cable management, everything is installed and running. We're gonna run some benchmarks, play some games, and see how it does, you know, how it performs and everything. Okay, first we're gonna test some gaming. Gonna start with The Witcher 3. You can see it running 1080p medium settings, 60 frames, 57, 56, hovering around the 60 FPS. This is not bad, you can play, but you can opt for higher settings at 720p. Let's try them for a second. It's medium. Let's put it to, no, let's go 1366 by 768. See how that runs. Okay, let's put a bit of higher settings. High. Turn off Hairworks. See how that goes. So we're running 1366 at high settings. This is going, it's running really well. Solid 60 FPS. It's actually cool. If you haven't played this game, go try it right now. Now we're gonna try high settings at 1080p. High settings give us 55, 52. This is not bad if you have a variable refresh rate monitor with G-Sync or FreeSync. It's actually run well. Alright, so right now I'm gonna test my favorite game, Apex Legends. Whee! It's going 60 frames, going on with a little bit of particle effects, 40, 50, but this is like at high settings. Let's throw a grenade.
Let's go this way. Throwing thermite. Throwing thermite. Throwing arc star.
So it's pretty much 60 FPS with a couple of drops.
Frag out. Pop in the chimney.
Yep, the smoke kicks at 56, 54. You can play with a couple of slowdowns or adjust the settings just a bit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is lower this, lower the texture streaming budget, and put it to low from high. Let's see how it runs.
Throwing arc star.
Perfect 60. So this is like an Apex capable machine. So right now I'm spectating a game on Fortnite. It's running at 1080p. 1080p with medium settings. Seems to be getting a stable 60 FPS, 59 with minimum slowdowns. So Fortnite seems to be playing quite nice. Really going okay. 51 with a little bit of action. I think if you turn it down to low, it'll be playing just fine. In conclusion, I'd say this is a great PC that offers excellent value, great performance, and enables you to play all the latest games. Alright guys, thank you for viewing my video. Subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.